microphone was lost. I'm going to have to retrace my steps tomorrow, talk to the people in the household that I also live in, and try to figure out where those microphone whereabouts might have been. I want to talk a little bit about Joshua Norman, and then tomorrow's going to be a really fun day because I'm going to get to attack film all freaking day long. I'm going to try to get to bed at a decent hour. I don't know about, I might post these videos while I listen to a Gregg Williams post-game interview. I can't wait to see what Gregg says after the Cleveland Browns won, because I think Gregg Williams and this Browns team, first off, I love the way Freddie's calling the game. It's simple. I always love coordinators when they first get the job, because usually these plays that they call are simple and they work. And Nick Chubb today was absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought Sony Michel was a better player than Chubb. I thought Chubb was a little bit small, but Chubb showing great speed, his ability to break tackles. He was one of the best runners in the history of the Southeastern Conference, and he's doing an absolutely tremendous job with what he's been dealt with there in Georgia. Or in Cleveland. So Baker Mayfield was electric, fantastic. I'll have a whole film review on Bake. I can't wait to break down his film. I'll even write some handwritten notes to the film. We're going to have a lot of fun with film reviews this week, guys. I mean, we're going to do Mahomes, and it's all coming tomorrow. So it's a long, long day. But anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about Gregg Williams. I'm definitely excited for Williams. For him to retain the job, it's a lot like Jason Garrett. You're going to have to get close to being in the playoffs. You're going to have to show that you're going in the right direction. And the good news is, like in the NFL, there will always be some hot coaching commodities come open and come close. And if Baker Mayfield and Freddie Kitchens continue to grow, then and if this offense, because right now the offense is humming, I think that you should just keep the continuity going if you continue to win games. Now, the problem is if you lose a couple games, you're kind of inconsistent, then you run into a negativity wall where the Cleveland media, everybody will just expect you to be, everybody will just expect people to pass on you, and you're just like a guy that's filling in. The point is that the one way to stop, the Cleveland media and the mainstream media for overpassing you, Gregg Williams, for not just holding you as a stopgap, you got to win, and you got to win convincingly with the Cleveland Browns. Today was a nice win. Today was necessary. A lot of men in your shoes would have just folded up camp towards a juggernaut like the Atlanta Falcons. A lot of coaches would have just, laid in their game plan, but they wouldn't have been as focused because they're thinking, where am I going to be next year? Because Cleveland's going to let me go at the end of the year. It's going to be a whole new coaching staff. I don't know if I'm John Dorsey's guy. And all of that is going to surround the players this year as their head coach has just been fired and you're sitting at 2-6. But it was very impressive how Cleveland and all of them came together, had that bunker mentality, and they came together and really played a brilliant, brilliant game of football. I mean, Chubb running the ball, Baker Mayfield, excellent ball placement all night long. The thing that I loved about Baker in this game plan, too, is they really salted the game away late. By running the football, their defense had some clutch plays late in the game situationally to put away the Atlanta Falcons. They shortened the game late with some long-ass drives. Baker Mayfield on point, not trying to do too much. What a beautiful, beautiful performance today from Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. What I also wanted to talk about, too, is I am doing a Mariota film review. That should be very interesting because his play style doesn't exactly match up with guys that I absolutely love. I love the Drew Locks. I love the Mahomes. I love the big-armed quarterbacks that can sling it all over the yard. I'm even liking Mitchell Trubisky because he's taking some more risks. However, I got to talk about Josh Norman. Josh Norman, to me, is one of my favorite players in the NFL. And the reason why I love Joshua Norman is there's some guys that are similar to Josh Norman that are outspoken, but one thing is Joshua Norman is always on his team's side. He's never going to say anything negative about his own team. He respects his team, and he loves his team, and he loves people. He's a guy that you want to fight with. He's a guy you want in your foxhole. He's a tough player, a warrior mentality that absolutely loves, eat, breathes, and sleeps football. And that's what's so fun about Josh Norman. And that's why Joshua Norman is a really, really special player. And that's why Josh is so fun. But also, what I wanted to tell you about Josh Norman is that he had these comments. He had these comments that, you know, we play better on the road. When we're at home, the fans are booing us. It's distracting. It's a very negative atmosphere. The fans are booing. They're looking for us to kind of fail. And they're not as rowdy as they used to be. The NFC East crowds are rowdier, and playing on the road, you know, definitely helps, you know, playing and getting us focused because we don't deal with the negativity of the boos when we play at home. And what Josh says really makes sense. When the Giants went out to Carolina, when the Giants went to Atlanta, and Eli Manning can get away from the fishbowl that is New York City, that is Giants media, that's when Eli Manning was at his absolute best. You know, when the Giants are it's just them, and it's just the team, and there's no distraction. So you can have laser focus, go out there and play free, and know that if you do make a mistake, like throw a pick, you're not going to have an angry mob wanting the backup quarterback to come in the game. Or you're not going to have an angry mob in Washington's case. You're not going to have an angry mob of, oh, same old Redskins disappointing us every year. So what Josh Norman said, now some home fans might not exactly like that Josh Norman's calling out the home crowd, but he's also maybe motivating FedEx Field to be a more positive and friendly environment. But Josh Norman, the thing that I love about what Josh is doing is Josh is basically he's being very honest. Very, very honest. And it's rare to find a guy being that honest, you know, in football nowadays. It's rare because as media people, we don't like when you spill the beans, you know, and I'm certainly can blame on this. I don't like when Odell Beckham, you know, is saying publicly that, you know, he's being very honest about Eli and all these other guys. Eli and I'd rather play in LA. But not all honesty is created equal, okay? I think that what Josh Norman is doing is actually productive for the fans. He's giving credit to the fans that go on the road, and he's being very honest in a way that I think can improve the culture of FedEx Field and the fan culture there. And also, it's a thought-provoking great answer, and it doesn't really insult anybody. But with Odell Beckham, when he does something like, you know, kind of insulting Eli Manning or saying that he wants to play in LA, that can kind of get down on the team. That can create some division because now you're attacking your own quarterback of your football team. So I do like when athletes are honest. Josh has been one of my favorite athletes for the longest time. I am a huge Josh Norman fan. Josh Norman, the way that he plays the game, the fun he has playing the game. Now, I'm sure that there's a couple of instances where Josh might have done some dirty things that I might not have agreed with, maybe after the whistle or something. But he's just a warrior mentality guy, loves football, fun, great interview, and certainly a personality that is just one of the best that we have in our game. You know, really mean that. Jalen Ramsey, he's a personality I kind of like as well. Kind of like him. He's similar to a Josh Norman. But Jalen Ramsey, you know, when he insults, you know, your guys, or he insults Josh Allen, that might tick you off if you're a Josh Allen fan. So it's kind of funny to see that that whole dynamic go along. But there's so much with the with the Josh Norman piece that I actually agree with what he said. And that's why I think the Giants going out to San Fran get away from the hostile confines of, ironically, your home stadium. That's why it helps these guys on the road just clear their heads and play. Because if they do something poorly, they won't be met with boos. They'll be met with applause or, you know, again, it's just a very easy environment to focus, you know, and it brings teams together going on the road and trying to go up and play another team and not having to worry about what the fans want and what the fans are doing during the game. It definitely is kind of a relief going on the road, and your fans that travel on the road to the environment, they pay the money to do it, they go. I absolutely think that that fandom should be rewarded, and that's exactly what Josh Norman was saying there. So, guys, long night, fun night, great night. Take care, y'all. Have a wonderful day. I could talk ball all the freaking day. Sean McVay, what an amazing game he had today. I love the celebration at the end of the game. I'm getting a little tired. I'm getting tired, but I don't want to leave. Tomorrow, Giants, 49ers on Insomnia Sports. And I will be doing my quarterback film reviews. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out how me and JC, Jet Central, can get on Insomnia Sports. Anyhow, guys, been a good time. Take care. See y'all. Peace.